Hello everyone, my name is Jamin. Thanks so much for visiting my channel. In this video, I have a Latitude 14-3410. I'm going to show you how to get inside, access your storage. So first thing, power down your computer, make sure that it's off and unplugged from your charger. We're then going to flip your computer over to access the bottom case screws. Now all the screws you need to remove in the bottom case are noted by the red arrows. These screws are captive screws, which means even after unscrewing them, they do not come out of that bottom case. After unscrewing them, you will take a small flat pry tool and you will insert it into the seam between the bottom case and the computer, and you'll gently pry that bottom case off from the rest of the computer. It's generally best to start out back near one of the two corners and work your way down the sides to the front. Try not to put the pry tool too far in, you could damage some internal components. Just keep it on the edge, go nice and slow but firm, and you'll be able to get that bottom case off. After you do, this is what you're looking at for the inside of your computer. Now, as a general computer repair side note, whenever I'm working on a computer in my shop, it's sitting on an anti-static mat. Either that or an anti-static bracelet are great ideas to avoid damaging anything in your computer when you're working on it. If you would like any help with tools or supplies for your computer project, as well as any of the replacement and upgrade parts for this specific model computer, I will have a link above, also below in the description, and it will be a list of all the tools and supplies, as well as the replacement and upgrade parts for this computer. Now, before touching anything in a computer, it's always best to unplug your battery first. Computers are safer to work on when as little power as possible is running through them. The battery is held in by screws next to the red arrows and plugs into the motherboard near the blue arrow. To unplug it from the motherboard, you would pull the plug down out of that port. However, be careful when pulling on wires or cables in a computer. If you pull too hard, you could damage them, and sometimes you could pull them right out of the plug. So if at all possible, just manipulate the plug as much as you can. Use a pry tool or your fingernails to wiggle that out of that port so you don't damage the wires. This computer has a couple different storage locations. The first one that I'll show you is near the red arrow. That is a PCIe NVMe Gen 4 solid-state drive port. This computer accepts both the 2230 smaller drives as well as the larger 2280 drives. Below in the description, in the link I told you about with all of the tools, supplies, replacement, and upgrade parts, I will have several different options for you for both the 2230 sized and the 2280 sized, depending on if you just want to replace a bad one but stay cheap and go as small as possible, or if you want to upgrade to a much larger storage size. In order to access the secondary storage location, you need two things. You need to be using the smaller battery option to physically make room for the extra drive, and you also need the connector cable that plugs into the motherboard. This location, noted by the red circle, is a 2.5-inch SATA hard drive or solid-state drive port. As with the solid-state drive option, I will have several replacement and upgrade size options for you below in the description in that link with all of the replacement and upgrade parts for this computer. Also, keep in mind, if you are installing a new drive onto this computer, you may need to install an operating system onto it afterwards. I will have video tutorial links below in the description showing you how to do that. Also, be aware that if you're replacing a drive that has gone bad, it's usually possible to recover data even from those bad drives. I will have more information about that below in the description as well. And lastly, as long as you're in your computer, check out near the blue arrows, this is your RAM. RAM is a large part of your computer's speed and performance ability. And this computer has a good amount of RAM upgrades available. If you want more information on how to upgrade this RAM, check out the video that pops up when this one's done, and I'll explain more about that. If you have any questions, check out the FAQs below in the description. It could save you some time getting an answer. If you do need to leave me a question or comment, please feel free. I try to check those a couple times a day at least. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. I look forward to seeing you on my next video.